So just another quick video, again based on a question I got about a new feature that was listed in the release notes of the latest virtual DJ release, and that was all about enhancement to the file count action. So that you can now do file count side view and file count automix and file count karaoke and stuff like that. So what's that all about? Well, the bad news is it's probably not something that's relevant to you. It's probably mostly relevant to like skins or video skins developers or stuff like that. But it may come in handy. So let's just go through what it is, and I'll also give us a little way to get into something called the grave accent, which is a little thingy that's kind of important to know about if you want to do some advanced virtual DJ scripting. So that's another purpose of this video. So let's look into it. So I'm gonna run the script on a button. So we'll just go into this custom button. And of course we have the file count feature, which has been there for a long time. And that's actually for this standard thing, right? That's for the file list here. So you can use that to put into, for instance, a variable, the amount of files that are in here. So that's same that it says up here, it's going to be 16, right? But that's actually not what we want to do. Because we want to see it right away. So we want to put it on the button title. So down here, so where it's this, let me just put in title. So you can see that it now takes over up here. So this is where we want to put it, right? So let's put in nothing here instead. So it doesn't execute anything. And then look at this part and put in file count. Like that. And then just to make it easier on itself, let's switch to automix down here, because it already shows that it has 5 songs. So we know what the result we want right now. So we're gonna want to do file count and then for automix. So I'm gonna put in file count and automix. And then I would expect to get the 5, right? But I don't. I just get file count automix up here. And why do I do that? Well, that's because this is kind of a text field, right? It's expecting to get text here. It's not expecting to have to like execute this script down here. So how do we tell it that it should actually verify it or execute it or run it or whatever you want to call it? Well, we do that with this little thingy I talked about before, the grave accent. So what is a grave accent? Well, it's actually it's used in European languages and things like that to accent vowels, right? So I think on an American keyboard, it's in a way top left corner if you use the shift function. But in a Danish keyboard, it's a different place, but that doesn't really matter. So it's a thingy that if I create a new line here, just so we can test it, it's a little single quote that goes to starts on the left and goes to the right. So it kind of points to the left. So I push that, click that, and nothing happened because it's basically just arming it because it's expecting a vowel because it thinks I'm writing in French or Spanish or something. And now I put in a vowel like an A, and now you can see it's the little thingy on top of the A, and that's the little thingy we need. So let me just remove that again because we just need the thingy. So how do I get that? Well, I'm going to do the same thing again. I do the grave accent, and then I put space, and then I just get the grave accent, the little thingy. So that's the one I need, because that'll tell VDJScript to execute or run or verify or whatever you want to call it, the script that comes next. You actually only need to put it at the beginning, but I usually put it in each end, so it's kind of well ended when I look at my script. So let's remove it here, and then I'll put it down here. So same thing, add space, and now you can see now it executed it, and it says 5 files, just like expected. So that's basically the feature. You can get the number of files from the automix list here. You can do the same for the karaoke list here. Just need to put in karaoke down here. And now I've got the 2 files instead, like expected. Or I could do the side list, which let's see how many files that is. So that'll just be side view down here. And now it says 10 files. So that's probably true. Yeah, that's 10 files, yeah. And if I put in nothing, or if I just put in file count, or if I mess it up, so I somehow put in something weird, let me just add an X at the beginning, then it actually returns to the old way, the one without the new feature, and then it just tells you how many tracks are in the regular track list here. So if I lower this a bit, you can see it says 16, and now it also says 16 up here. So if you mess it up or you don't use this new feature, you'll get the regular list here. So that was just basically a little example on how this new feature works, which unfortunately is probably not going to be used by a lot of people, but some may. So I thought I'd do a quick video on it, and I put in this the little scripts, including the grave actions, in the video description. So hopefully you can copy them from there, unless YouTube messes it up somehow when it shows it.